one shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Carolina Panthers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Carolina Panthers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
I'm ready to hang up.
Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one, Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with a late signee in camp. This is Kenyon Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Right back to Drake. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led by their 5'11 quarterback, and a mobile one at that. From Temple, it's P.J. Walker.
This is a guy who truly believed in himself coming out of Temple. He bounced on and off practice squads for 3 years without an opportunity. And his big break, it came in another league. The unofficial MVP of the revived XFL led his team to an undefeated record with 15 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions in a shortened season before the league folded. A little bit on the small side, but he showed in his journey outside the NFL, he has what it takes to lead a team.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Walker. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now a run up the middle with Drake. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 31, Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wallace. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and run right on the option. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go with Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. First and goal from the 3. Drake fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Jackson will keep it. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Foreman. He spins through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. Walker now. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Walker. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Jackson. Middle of the field. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time. Completing the...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's going to look deep for more. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. but he could not pull it in. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Ravens. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, there's a...
Well, no sooner did the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. But the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll run with Foreman. He will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. We'll get this up to about the 44.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Walker's throw complete there to Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Walker. Rush coming, and he's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Walker. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. A first down throw for Walker. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the 16, Walker over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And you're just like, it's just getting ready. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Walker. Looking sideline, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Walker from the gun on 3rd down. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a draw play with Drake. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And some room to work. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Caught on a slant. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Tucker's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. First down, Walker. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
We're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now a first throw here in overtime. Buying time to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. A carry for Foreman. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Now Walker. That pass complete to Moore. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Johnny Hecker now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's into the hands of Crochet. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it, and they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Running from the shotgun with Drake. 124 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.